Jungkook's boots crunched softly over the gravel as he closed the distance between them. The world around Juan seemed to fade. His gaze was even colder than the moonlight, yet at the same time, something about it provided warmth. He stopped in front of her, blood staining the crisp white of his dress shirt. The red was a dark contrast against the black of his suit, but his face remained calm, dangerously beautiful, like a devil wrapped in silk. Jungkook, are you hurt somewhere else? Wine shook her head, unable to form words. Her head was spinning in spirals. What happened inside? Whose blood was it? Jungkook, come with me. You can't stay here after tonight. Wine clenched her fists. Her eyes shifted towards the mansion. She never thought she could step out of this place alive. If she stayed, she would die. And if she left, he was the only one who could protect her. Wine, why are you doing this? He stayed quiet, removed his coat, placed it around her, turned, and then just left. Like that. Jungkook, be gentle with her. Nick, sir. Jungkook walked away, but Nick received another slap from Ella. Ella, this informal language of yours will get you killed one day. Nick, be real. You just need an excuse to hit me, huh? Ella rolled her eyes and came towards Wine. Wine felt so foreign in that moment, when she was very gentle and with such soft, respectful words taken to the car until she was safely inside. She wasn't used to it. Being the one taken care of, she took that moment to stare outside at the city lights, the people, and the beautiful sky indicating freedom. Freedom, which she had lost long ago. Once they reached Jungkook's mansion, it was completely opposite of the mansion she used to work at. Even bigger, yet it was dark. It truly suited his personality. At another moment, she was taken to the room, took a bath, and then served with some food. What was going on? She couldn't understand, but this idiot couldn't stop flirting with her. Nick, if she gets scared at night, you know whom to call, right? Fine, thank you. Jungkook, out. He entered, clad in a robe. Nick quietly stood up and left. Jungkook, you must have a lot of questions. He took a seat as well. Jungkook, starting with bringing your hair. She cut him off. Wine, blood. Why was there blood on your sleeve? Jungkook got quiet for a moment. Jungkook, because someone asked for it. He didn't explain anymore. But the truth was, after Wine left from there, Jungkook lost his control. Grabbed Min's face, which had blood on it, and displayed it to everybody. Jungkook. Nick was 7 when I brought him home. He was sold by his parents when he was 3. Since then, he had been thrown from one home to another, serving rich people. Sometimes he was a maid, sometimes he was a slave, and other times just a punching bag. Jungkook took bites of his food, as if he wasn't telling her such a dramatic story. Wine could never imagine a man so cheerful like him had such a dark past. Jungkook, when I found him, he was licking the shoes of a man just because he, according to that old geezer, left some invisible dust on those shoes. He was all skin and bones, a little child, dirty. Life was gone from his eyes, so we decided to take him in. Jungkook, he was treated by the psychiatrist and was given proper medical treatment. He chose to serve me on his own accord, and today he's a brilliant warrior. Yet, he still gets these episodes sometimes. The past traumatic stress disorder still hits him. Jungkook, since that day, I saw Nick, a 7-year old, getting abused at the hands of a wealthy. I've hated labor violence. When I looked down, she didn't know what to say after that. Jungkook looked down at his plate, hand tightly clutching the fork. It was pity he took on her. He told himself that. He certainly didn't fall for her. He definitely didn't believe in love at first sight, and he clearly didn't want to hold her in his arms at all. Fine, thank you. Jungkook, eat up. She didn't. She had many more questions. Why? Where will I go after this? They'll find me and kill me. Jungkook, there's no need to find you. They know where you are, but they can never hurt you here. Jungkook was a maniac, one much greater than those politicians. He had the president under his control, and that was the main reason nobody messed with him. Fine, I do not know anything except for house chorus. I can do that in return for letting me stay here. She meant it genuinely. Jungkook could see it in those eyes. Jungkook, the world has unlimited amount of career paths, those which do not require education. Are you sure there's nothing else you want to do? Fine, I always wanted to be a chef. Jungkook, the bee one. She quietly stared at him. Her eyes filled up. It was a dream. Her lifelong suffering couldn't end within an hour. It was a dream. She told herself that when she went to sleep, and when she woke up in the morning on the soft bed and to the sound of Nick banging on her door, it was a dream. She repeated to herself that when she opened the door and Nick lost balance and fell. She laughed. Even if it was a dream, she laughed to her heart's content. She spent the day in that big mansion, a place she didn't have to clean and wasn't abused at. With a beautiful dream indeed. She wished she never woke up. It was a dream. It was a dream. It was a dream. I'm asking you something. She heard a voice, strong hands holding her arms as they shook her and snapped her out of her trance. Mine's eyes widened up, taking in her surroundings. She was pressed against the wall. Jungkook stood in front of her, hands on her arms, waiting for an answer. Close. He was too close. Ryan, what were you saying? He said something again, but she didn't hear, as if her hearing was gone. Suddenly, she was only aware of her crazy heartbeat, some ridiculous, very wild thoughts. It was a dream, right? One placed hands on him before sliding them around her waist and hugged him. Jungkook stopped wherever he was talking about. She closed her eyes, warmth. Warmth and safety from a man this word only feared. One, in another word, I would have done everything to make you mine. She mumbled softly against his chest. Jungkook, do it now. Who's stopping you? She pulled back and then her eyes widened up. Jungkook placed his hands on her cheek, leaning close to her until she was sure it wasn't a dream, but a reality. Jungkook, do it all. Everything you want me to, make me yours. Why? No, I'm just a maid. Jungkook, is that a title? Does it define you as a human? Maid don't lover. Is there something I'm missing on? Her fists clenched against his shirt even more. Jungkook, I'll give you all the time. Do everything you want. Become a chef. Put your recipes out there if you want for people to find warmth in it. Fulfill your goals and make me yours. Ryan swallowed. He wasn't joking. He wasn't flirting, and he definitely had no malicious intent hidden behind those eyes. A man who pulled her out of hell into the palace, offering her a throne to sit at. It was everything she wanted in life warmth, affection, and heaven at the same time.